This is nerve-wracking. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. I'm Jessica. I'm a convert to Islam. It's been 4 years now since I took my Shahada, since I became a Muslim, for those who don't know. And it's been a journey, alhamdulillah. And yeah, so first of all, I'm feeling very awkward right now because this is yeah, it's the first time I'm doing something like this, like recording a video like that, so please, you know, bear with me. But anyways, I decided to, you know, create this channel and start recording some videos, because honestly, when I was, you know, before converting and when I was researching about the religion, besides understanding the religion itself, like with, you know, trustable sources and everything, I also really enjoyed listening to other people's stories and experiences, especially from converts, yeah, people that were not born into a Muslim family and that somehow found Islam later in life. So as we all do, I was, you know, watching videos on YouTube and listening to podcasts and all. I just want to say, I'm just sharing all this not to expose myself or to show, oh, look at me, or nothing like that, because honestly, seriously, we're just all trying our best here, but really, because I think when I was you know, in the beginning of my journey with the religion, there were so many people that they don't even know, but that, you know, with the power of internet and everything, they really helped me reflect on things, you know. And I think, you know, if I can do that for someone else, I don't know, if I can help plant the little seed of the religion in anyone, just, you know, it doesn't even have to be for someone to become Muslim, no, but to understand better the religion, or, you know, to demystify some kind of misconception, you know, I'll be happy. And I told myself at the time, you know, maybe one day, who knows, I might feel comfortable enough to, you know, also share a little bit of my experience. And, you know, 4 years later, here we are. You know, I'm absolutely not a perfect Muslim. Nobody is, but I'm very far from that. But I do feel way more comfortable with with myself and the religion nowadays to talk about, and hopefully, who knows, inshallah, help someone or not, I don't know. It's okay. I just feel that, you know, if I can somehow reach someone that is, I don't know, interested in listening about a personal experience with the religion, someone that is, you know, thinking about converting or just interested in the religion, or maybe someone that has been a Muslim forever and just wanted to reconnect, I don't know, you know, I don't know. This is for anyone that might be interested, honestly. So let's just be very clear. I am not a scholar. I don't have, you know, professional education on Islam or anything like that. So I'm just talking here from personal experience. These are just reflections, honestly, and I do want to make some videos as natural as possible, you know, without a lot of script or, you know, a little bit unfiltered, honestly. And yeah, because I'm not really looking for, you know, followers or nothing like that. I'm just doing something that I would have loved to have watched when I was in the process of, you know, in the very beginning of my experience with Islam. Also, English is not my first language, so I apologize in advance for mistakes and my accent. So apologies for that. But I thought that, you know, the English language might help me to reach more people, inshallah. Yeah, so please bear with me. But anyways, yeah, so I do want to make a video about my story on how I became a Muslim or something, because it's a long journey, right? It's not something that happens from one day to another. But in a nutshell, I am not from a Muslim country. I am from Brazil. So you might listen to that and say, what? Brazil? Yeah, so Brazil is mostly a Christian country, right? So I'd say, I don't know exactly the percentage, but it's a very high percentage of people are Christians. And I was born into a Christian family. I even, you know, went to Sunday school and all this kind of stuff when I was a child. But somehow, around my teenage years, I deviated a lot from the path of religion or faith in general. And I lived my life, yes, as a Christian, but not really practicing, or even not really with a strong sense of without any awareness, to be honest, and knowledge, nothing. I was never really recycling myself on understanding Christianity. Not, anyways, I don't know how to explain, but yeah, I was very far from faith in general, let's put it that way. And I think, as majority of people in the West, I had very strong opinions about Islam and very strong, you know, negative thoughts about it. And of course, today I know that they come from a place of ignorance and lack of knowledge. But yeah, that's how I felt. And at some point in my life, I met someone, who is today my husband, alhamdulillah. But yeah, I met a guy that is born Muslim, and before I move forward, let's just be very clear. I did not convert, and I did not choose a religion for myself because of a man or for a man. Nobody should do that ever. Men, women, nobody should choose a religion for someone else. Absolutely not. So please, just let's get this out of the way, because I feel that this is always such a yeah, this is the first thought that someone has when I say that I'm a convert and that my husband is a born Muslim, you know. But no. The only reason why someone should follow Islam is because they believe in Islam, you know, and for God, not for anyone else. So still I think that for people that never have had any contact with the religion in their lives, having someone that shows you how it is, or not only shows you but introduces you and open your eyes, and your heart, honestly, to something that you didn't know before. I think that's very powerful, and it's a very, let's say, effective way into start enjoying anything in life, right? If someone that you like, someone that you appreciate, someone that you admire is doing something or is believing in something, of course you're going to be interested in understanding it a little bit better, wouldn't you? So yeah, so I met this guy, and we became close. And the more I met him, the more I saw his faith and his relationship with the religion, in a sense of, again, nobody's perfect, right? And he's also not perfect. But even when he was not necessarily practicing Islam perfectly, the way that he talked about it and the way that he was patient enough to explain things to me and answer my questions, because I'll be very honest, I was very hard on him and questioning a lot, and as we all should, because I think if you don't do that, then what's the point, right? You shouldn't just follow something blindly, I suppose. So I was hitting him very hard with questions, and his faith was unshakable. Even with I believe very smart questions and really challenging questions, even with those he wouldn't hesitate for a second. Maybe he wouldn't know, and that's okay, because nobody knows everything, but he would definitely try his best to go look for an answer, or explain things from also his point of view. Also always being careful not to say anything wrong, because we're not experts or anything. But anyways, so over time, and when I say time, I mean years, slowly, I built up my small, tiny knowledge on the religion, and I started, demystifying and, really just getting rid of that old mindset that I had, full of, things that were implanted in my brain over years. And slowly I saw it just spoke to me in a way. Well, I think I'm talking too much. I should talk about this in details in another video, as I said, but it slowly really spoke to me. Not only the religion itself. This is kind of a second step, but the fact that I opened my heart to believe in something again and let myself be humble enough to accept that God is everything. Yeah. That really changed, my relationship with faith and God. And it was not it was not, again, a fast process. It didn't happen from one day to another, but it surely happened. And at some point, there's a lot in between, but at some point, Islam was the religion that made sense and that I felt comfortable enough with, and that I was like, all right, I want to become Muslim. I feel, you don't really say I want to become Muslim. I think you feel one day, I think I am Muslim, and then you go through the whole technicality of things. There's a little process of just saying something, but truly what matters is that you believe in it. And ever since, my baby is sleeping, so he might wake up anytime. At any moment I might have to stop, but okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so ever since I became Muslim, I've been trying to live life as close as I can to God. I have to say, in the first 2 years of being Muslim, I don't think I did a good job, in many areas, but I do feel that in the past 2 years, or 1 year actually, maybe, I think I've been trying a little bit harder. And I have to say, in the past months, there is this urge inside of getting closer and closer and closer to God, and building a stronger relationship with my religion. And yeah, who knows, maybe these videos might even help me to do that. What I want to say in the end, in this first video, because this is just an introduction, is, regardless of where you are in your path or in your relationship with Islam, or not, with faith, with God, I hope you can, if you're interested in listening and watching my videos, I hope that you can use a little bit to self-reflect, and that maybe my experience can inspire, but just make you think about your own life. And so, for people that don't know the religion a lot, and just have very broad concept, and especially my fellow Brazilians that are willing to learn a little bit more, you're more than welcome. Honestly, that would make me extremely happy. And yeah, so you're all welcome. Let's just do this together. Let's just try to, let's talk about God. Just so, yeah, welcome. As you can see, I didn't prepare really a script or anything like that. I'm just speaking from the heart, and in the most organic way I can. Yeah, so welcome here. And if you are interested, and if you are willing to give it a try, to listening to whatever I have to say. Just, how do you say? Turn on the bell. Oh my god, I'm horrible. Yeah, subscribe or do whatever you have to do so you can receive my updates. Yeah, I just want to finish by reminding everyone to, you know, think about our brothers and sisters in Palestine and pray for them. Yeah, I think it's always good to remember ourselves, remind ourselves that there are people going through a lot. Wow, as I'm finishing the video, my son is waking up, so it was the perfect timing. Okay, so I'll see you next time, inshallah.